Buenas tardes, konnichiwa. Good afternoon. Soy Yasu, un japonés que vive en Chicago, hablando de los vinos. Hoy tengo que estar cambiando de idioma. Estoy invitando a un amigo que vive en Chicago, que es un amante del vino también. Se llama Jan. Es un alemán. Estamos hablando del vino Casa Madero. Es el último video de la serie de Casa Madero, que creo que va a ser el último. Pero quién sabe, Casa Madero tiene mucho más botellas y estaré hablando en inglés cómodo para mi amigo. I'm gonna be switching language to English. Then let's get started.
Hey Yasu,
It's good to have you.
Thanks for having me.
I look very short today. However, I'm not that short in Japan, but he is really tall.
It's all the wine I've been drinking. Help me grow.
Yeah, exactly. As I said, I'm gonna be opening the bottle of Casa Madero, and this is gonna be the fourth bottle of the series of Casa Madero. I think it's gonna be the last one. Jan and I have opened so many bottles of wines, including Mexican wine. How did you like Mexican wine?
A lot. I mean, especially after you introduced us to a few more. I've had a few in the past, which I really liked. Among others, the Ricardo and Unico wines, which are excellent. But especially Casa Madero is something you introduced us to, and we've become great fans of their wines. They're absolutely excellent.
The Chardonnay wine, but I couldn't find any. So let's do this. So today we are gonna open this wine. I'm gonna show to the audience Casa Madero Chardonnay 2018. That's what we are gonna be opening today. But
Nice.
they do have higher level. So if we really like it, that means that we should try that Gran Reserva. We should try it. Because when we talk about terroir means that that soil, climate, they can make really good Chardonnay.
Right.
So this is gonna be the proof of how good Chardonnay of this Casa Madero is. Very excited about it. So Jan is a big fan of wine as well, just like me. So that's why we opened a lot of bottles, and he is coming from Germany. Germany is a big Riesling country, isn't it?
It sure is. I mean, that's for sure the number one grade we have in Germany. Right.
So you grew up with a lot of wine.
Yeah, right. I mean, my dad has always enjoyed collecting wine and drinking wine, of course. My parents also live in a wine region in southern Germany, so it's nice to visit the vineyards and the wineries there and enjoy some of the local Rieslings.
Lucky you, right? So today's white wine is Chardonnay. Here in the USA, number one white wine is definitely this Chardonnay. Okay, now let's open the bottle.
That's what I've been waiting for.
Yeah, and luckily today is a really warm day, because for cold days, red
wine, right?
Red wine, but today.
Do you expect that to be equally buttery and silky like an American Chardonnay, or more straightforward like a French Chardonnay, let's say?
Yeah, that's a good topic to discuss, and it's gonna be
probably have to
open
try
soon.
it.
You said buttery,
Right.
right? I always get to taste the butter taste from Chardonnay wine.
We will find
So
out.
we will find out. And this is not that expensive, and also I think in Japan also you can get it. Like Sapporo Beer is importing this wine from Casa Madero. Here in the USA, I paid about $20, I think, because it's a little expensive, more expensive than when you get it in Mexico.
Sure.
Okay, let's see.
Nice.
By the way, color-wise, it's like pale yellow. Yeah, it's hard to show you, sorry, but
It's a little on the lighter side for a Chardonnay, isn't it?
yeah, it's lighter, and as it's saying, product of Mexico, and this is the color. Let's see.
Nice. What temperature would you typically drink Chardonnay?
Oh, that's like 12 Celsius,
Okay.
or it can be a little higher for Chardonnay, I believe. So let's see.
Cheers.
All right, cheers.
Thanks for having me and sharing this special bottle.
Of course.
nice. It's very pleasant. Stronger smell.
Yeah, but not oaky. So this wine is coming from Valle de Parras. So Parras is a place in the state of Coahuila in Mexico, and this Casa Madero is the oldest vineyard in the continent of Americas. That's really old.
That's old, no kidding. That's hard to believe too, because we talked about it before. So Mexico is not necessarily the number one country that comes to your mind when you think of wine.
Yeah.
But they have the oldest winery in the Americas. I found that quite interesting when you told me.
So when we talk about wine, we're gonna think about the history also. And there was a time that cultivation prohibited by Spain because wine for religion purpose, because that was a Catholic, that is still a Catholic country, and for the ceremony they were using wine.
Yeah.
People started drinking and the consumption gets higher in Mexico. They stopped importing wines from Spain. So there were many decades of prohibition. Then those producers were not motivated, and they just got discouraged, and they just stopped cultivating.
I'm glad they continued at one point.
Yeah.
It has a little higher acidity than your typical California Chardonnay, right? It feels a little more crisp or refreshing, which I actually like.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned before, I like Rieslings and more crisp wines, not dry Rieslings, very dry Rieslings, or Sauvignon Blanc, Pinot Gris, stuff like that. And that reminds me a little bit in terms of that freshness, that acidity is in there. That's nice.
So less battery.
A little less battery, yeah.
I'm gonna put this in the French marble wine cooler, and this is gonna be helping this to keep it cool.
Perfect, 12 degrees.
When we drink white wine, that's nice to have, right? Something like that, and you just put it so you can keep it quite cool.
And looks very nice too on the table or on your bar here.
Would you buy Reserva or Gran Reserva of this version, or you would prefer? I don't know how much it is.
Right. It would be interesting to try it for sure, because after you've introduced us to Casa Madero wines, I've become a big fan. I think they're all excellent, including this one. I'm not necessarily a Chardonnay fanatic, but I do like this one very much for a Chardonnay. So I would be interested in trying the Gran Reserva and comparing it to this. Probably a little more buttery, I would expect, being more aged.
Yeah.
But definitely worth a try, I would say.
Jan and I were talking about going to Valle de Guadalupe.
Absolutely.
Not right now because of this COVID-19 situation, but I'm sure we are going to do that.
This is going to be one of the first trips when the COVID situation calms down.
So for us to get to Valle de Guadalupe in Mexico, we've got to fly to San Diego, and from San Diego we can just take the cab or Uber to get to the border, and we can just cross the border. So that's really easy for the people living in the USA, and from there that's easy. Crossing the border, rental car, and you can just drive there in 1 hour and a half.
Yeah, it's so close.
Yeah.
Been the last time.
Right.
Unfortunately, we couldn't join you guys, but the pictures you showed and the stories you told and the wine you brought, all amazing.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it. And it's not that, it doesn't seem like a busy excursion destination, even for Americans living in San Diego and Southern California, right? Even though it's so close.
We have to look into the eyes when we make a toast. Yeah, very important point. Not only in Germany, but I think in Europe in general, everybody says that if you don't look into the eyes when you make a toast, you will have
Bad luck.
No, I think 7 years of butt sex. Oh, I don't know if I can say that.
I made it child friendly.
Oh, that's important. Probably, yeah. I should edit it.
Maybe the beep over it.
7 years old. Beep.
That'd be funny.
Yeah. refreshing. I think
good.
that's good. Not too heavy.
Uh,
I opened this Casa Madero Chardonnay. I hope you liked it. Please click on like. And if you haven't done so, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much
Do it.
for watching. Thank you. Goodbye.
bye.